One terrific afternoon to everyone. I'm Nova and welcome to Monster Kitchen Negosyo TV. So, another thing also no sa ato, nganong nagpadayon yun ka ani because we wanted to encourage everybody to stay home, stay safe, stay healthy, and be with the family, cook together, bake together, and encourage more that we are with you on this crisis that we are going through. For now, i-post, ano naman ta, we already have our ingredients posted ahead of time. So, para makasabay ta. So, this is our ingredients. So, we are doing a milk tea this afternoon. So, indeed, a good, a good recipe kay I understand karon gasugod nag-igang, init na, and we want something refreshing, dili lang para sa ato adults or for our kids as well in our respecting homes. And with the with the quarantine, so kung mag-crave tag something na gusto tag milk tea pero dili ta kabalo unsaon, then this will be our opportunity to do that. Dili na to waglangan. So atong i-welcome ang atong featured chef, Chef Justin Sison.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, Miss Nova. Thank you so much
Hi,
for
Chef.
inviting me here sa Share the Love, Share the Recipe live cooking demo natin. Of course, brought to you by Monster Kitchen. Thank you so much for inviting me here.
So I will have you do the therapeutic thing to our
Yes.
viewers. So take on the floor, Chef Justin.
Thank you so much, Miss Nova. So, hi again. Good afternoon to everyone sa lahat ng mga viewers. So, for today, gagawa tayo ng homemade milk tea. So, I mentioned it's summer, napaka-init ng panahon, and I'm sure marami sa inyo nagkikrave ng milk tea. But, ang milk tea kasi masarap siya na fresh. Pagkalabas sa counter, iinumin mo siya na fresh. And the problem is with deliveries, matagal, matutunaw, and syempre we're trying to be careful also with the sanitation. So, buti na lang, Monster Kitchen has all the ingredients that you need to make your homemade milk tea. And I'll show you the steps on how to make yung legit na milk tea natin. So, for the viewers, if you have any questions regarding the ingredients, kung mayroon mang hindi available, just comment, and then we will try our best to give you answer. And also, some viewers, don't forget to like, share, and comment on our live Facebook cooking demo. Okay, so I'll just switch my camera. Naka-front camera kasi ako. So for our milk tea, napakadali lang. We only need I'm making 3 components for our milk tea. Number 1, yung milk tea base natin. So we're going to brew our own tea from scratch. So a lot of people are kinakabahan on how to make milk tea kasi hindi nila makuha yung proper timpla or yung taste ng ating milk tea. So after this cooking demo, we're also going to post the recipe so you can review the recipes after. So we need to brew our tea. So I'm using black assam tea. We're going to brew it with water. And then after that, we're going to cook our tapioca pearls. So ang tapioca pearls is actually very easy to prepare. You just need to follow the procedure very well. So kailangan meron kayong timer kasi very precise yung time and temperature ng cooking niya. And then for the last, so we already have our tea, we have our tapioca pearls, and then to make our milk tea more exciting, we're going to make our tiramisu rock salt foam. So para may konting challenge naman. So I know a lot of you guys are being creative and challenging yourselves during this lockdown. So gagawin natin na medyo mas special yung foam natin. Okay? So let's start. So first, uunahin ko yung pinakamatagal natin i-prepare. So I have here a water, boiling water. We're going to cook our tapioca pearls. So right now, ang ganda ng tapioca natin, pink na pink. So you have different kinds of tapioca pearls available in Monster Kitchen store. So if you're from Davao and if you're from Cagayan de Oro, you can call, you can message Monster Kitchen, and you can order your ingredients online, and they can have it delivered right at your doorstep. So right now I'm using the pink tapioca balls. So if you prefer, you can also use the black tapioca pearls. Whether it's the same, ang difference lang ng pink tsaka ng white tapioca pearls is brown sugar yung ginamit niya. So this one, since mas light siya, white sugar yung ginamit niya. So I'm using the pink right now. So make sure that your water is hot. So we're going to drop our tapioca pearls. And then let's just gently stir our tapioca. Okay, can we zoom? So hahaluin lang natin siya para hindi magdikit-dikit yung tapioca. And then we're going to let this boil for around 20 minutes, or pag nakita nyo na lumutang na lahat ng tapioca pearls, then it's going to be finished already. So I'm going to start lang my timer. Okay? Kailangan naka-time tayo dito, even na pag nag-brew tayo ng ating ng tea. So hold on, let's just start the timer. And over here, I have another pot of boiling water. So we're going to steep our tea. So right now, I'm using black Assam tea. So sa milk tea, iba-iba yung ginagamit nila. You have your Assam, you have your Ceylon, you have your Oolong, you have your Jasmine. So for me, my preference, I'm using black Assam tea kasi gusto ko yung matapang. Hilig ako kasi sa bitter, very robust na tea. So if you don't have Assam for our viewers na wala sa CDO or sa Davao, you can use actually any tea na nasa bahay ninyo. If you have Earl Grey or English breakfast tea, pwede nyo siyang i-substitute for your black tea. Kung ayaw nyo na masyadong bitter or ng strong tea, you can use the Oolong. Mas mild siya compared to the black Assam. So it depends on your preference. There's no right or wrong way to in choosing your tea. So my water is boiling. I'm going to turn this off. Papatayin natin siya. Okay. I'm going to remove the cover. And then we're going to, so bring your water to boil. If you have a thermometer, you want to bring it to around, if you have a thermometer, you want to bring it at around 195 degrees Fahrenheit. Or if wala kang thermometer, just bring it to a boil, then turn off the fire. Then let it cool down for a little bit. So I have my black Assam tea here. I'm going to drop it here. Drop lang natin siya. And then I'm just going to gently stir para ma-submerge natin yung tea. Okay. Then I'm going to start my timer, 15 minutes. So for the tapioca pearls, this will cook for around 20 minutes. And for our tea, we are going to steep our tea for around 15 minutes. So we need to cover our tea while it's steeping. Okay. Oh, mainit, careful. So we're going to time this for 50 minutes. So while we are waiting for our tapioca to cook, we're going to show you the different ingredients that we're going to use for our tapioca. So can we please flash the ingredients again for our tapioca balls? So for our tapioca balls, we will need, hold on. We need some brown sugar. So the brown sugar will give, after draining this, we will add some brown sugar. some water and some brown sugar syrup. So if you can see here, meron akong different flavors of syrup na galing from Monster Kitchen. So I have my coffee, salted caramel, and brown sugar syrup. So actually, when you make milk tea, pare-pareho lang yung proportion niya. Yung proportion ng ice, ng creamer, ng tea, and then depending on your sweetness, you can add more fructose, or you can choose not to put any fructose anymore kung ayaw na masyadong matamis. And then, you just add different kinds of syrup for different flavors. So since uso ngayon yung brown sugar milk tea, lalagyan natin ng brown sugar yung ating tapioca balls para pag nilagay natin siya later yung sa cup, meron siyang parang mga drippings ng brown sugar para mas appetizing and uh, mas masarap siyang tingnan. Okay? So, we're going to cover our tapioca balls, but not entirely. So, we'll allow some steam to escape. So gusto natin kasi na nag-circulate yung steam para even yung pagluto ng tapioca balls natin. So our black ash here is, so later we're going to filter. So recap lang. So we're cooking our tapioca balls. So I've added enough water. So sa recipe, naka-specify din how much water you're going to put. Kasi pag kulang ng water yung nilagay nyo, well, cook your tapioca, may chance or tendency na yung water mag-thicken siya masyado, lalapot because maraming starch from our tapioca. So you want to add enough water para maganda yung pagkaluto niya. And then, we're going to put the lid halfway lang para hindi siya lumamig, hindi bumaba yung temperature niya. But not naka-cover. You don't want to cover the lid or else magiging masyadong malakas naman yung pagkulo niya. So may tendency na ma-overcook yung tapioca balls natin or ma-damage siya because of the bubbling. So after cooking this, we have our brown sugar. We're going to drain our tapioca balls, add brown sugar and brown sugar syrup. So once again, kung makikita nyo dito sa likod, I have my milk tea ingredients all from Monster Kitchen Academy. So thank you so much for having this delivered dito sa bahay namin. So for today, so yung original recipe, the original recipe of tapioca pearls, they put brown sugar and honey. But since I want to highlight the brown sugar flavor, I'm substituting the honey and using the brown sugar syrup. So meron na siyang kasamang pump. So it's easy to measure your syrup. So ang syrup natin, 1 pump is approximately 10 ml. So for this recipe, I need around 50 ml. So we're going to add 5 pumps. So 50 ml siya. Okay. So let's check our timer. Okay. So after this, while waiting for our tapioca and for our tea to brew, I'm going to prepare our foam. Yung ilalagay natin na topping sa ating milk tea. So yung pinaka popular na ginagamit nila na pang topping or foam is yung rock salt and cheese. So I have my rock salt and cheese here. I have cold water, and this is the rock salt powder. So you can also buy this from Monster Kitchen Academy. So mayroon akong 1 pack na kung marami akong pwedeng gawin dito sa rock salt and cream cheese. Hindi lang ito pang milk tea. You can add it to your coffee, your beverage, or if you have fresh fruits at home, you can just chill your fruits and then pwede mo i-top yung rock salt and cream cheese. So this one is very easy to prepare. You just need water. But if you want to make it extra creamy or extra rich, instead of water, you can use heavy cream. But for now, I'm going to use water para hindi sobrang nakakaumay ng milk tea natin because we're going to add our tapioca pearls or baba. We're going to add our creamer. So kung masyado na thick yung foam natin, hindi na siya pleasant inumin kasi it's very heavy. So all you need to do sa pag-prepare ng rock salt and cheese is just drop this sa water and just stir. Very simple. You just want to stir hanggang dissolve na yung ating rock salt and cream cheese. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more. So medyo masyado pa siyang, it's very runny. So masyado siyang runny. So if you look at the packaging here, meron siyang instruction for thick mix, medium, and light. So yung sukat ko kanina, yung light. So it's too light for me, so I'm going to add more hanggang mag-thicken siya. Kasi ang hirap naman niyang i-topping kung parang very liquid yung consistency niya. Gusto ko medyo thick and frothy. Okay. So let's add more. Then we're going to set this aside. We're going to chill this inside the chiller. So we can make our tiramisu foam. So for the tiramisu foam, parang gagawa tayo ng tiramisu ingredient. So sino ko ba sa mga viewers natin ang gumagawa ng tiramisu? So for the tiramisu, for our custard base, we need some egg yolks. So I have eggs here. I'm going to prepare 3 egg yolks. I have here a medium-sized bowl. So let's crack our egg. Para may konting challenge naman yung topping natin. So, but if you want to just use the regular rock salt and cream cheese topping, no problem. But syempre, we want to give ourselves a little bit challenge and add some originality or creativeness. Gumagawa tayo ng bago recipe kasi syempre, post natin yan sa social media natin, sa Instagram, sa Facebook, and you want to show off your skills. So, konting challenge. So let's add our third egg. Okay. I'll set this aside. And then I have here some white sugar. I have here 10 ml of brandy. And we're going to add 30 ml of kahlua. So I'm sure for our viewers, kahlua is a coffee liqueur. So I'm sure na hindi lahat ng tao may access to kahlua or coffee liqueur. If you don't have kahlua or coffee liqueur, mag-brew lang kayo ng espresso, 1 shot of espresso, or instant powder, pero tapangan nyo siya. So kailangan malakas yung flavor ng coffee natin. So around 30 ml, add natin siya dito. And then, we're going to prepare a pot. We're going to prepare a pot with simmering water. So, I'll set aside first my tea. So I can heat up my pot. So we'll prepare a double boiler. So, sa mga gumagawa ng hollandaise, if you're a culinary student, if you're making hollandaise or if you're making sabayon, so this is similar to a whipped custard. Okay? I have a water here. We'll bring this to a boil. So pag mainit na yung water, we're going to put this on top. They're going to whisk until ribbon stage. So sa mga bakers, I'm sure narinig nyo na yung ribbon stage. But for our viewers na bago lang sa mga culinary terms, I'll explain later kung ano ibig sabihin ng ribbon stage. Okay? So let's check our tapioca. You just want to give it a gentle stir. Okay, cover it. So again, for our tiramisu base, so we have egg yolks, sugar, brandy, and kalua. So if you don't have any brandy or kalua, or if you don't want to put any alcohol content on your milk tea, you can just replace or substitute the amount of kalua and brandy with coffee. So medyo tapangan nyo lang kasi pag nag-froth na siya, um, we want na nalalasahan natin yung flavor ng coffee dito sa mixture natin. So after whipping, we're going to add our our rock salt and cheese to our foam. So over on top of the water, we're going to whisk. We're going to whisk this until ribbon stage. So, konting exercise lang if you have a handheld mixer at home, you can use a handheld mixer. But kung wala, you can just do the old-fashioned by hand. So, you want to incorporate air. You're not stirring, you're not mixing. You're trying to incorporate air. So, try to observe yung motion na ginagawa ko sa whisk ko. Some people kasi, sinasabi na 30 minutes na sila or 1 hour na sila, pero hindi pa rin nagpo-foam or nagpo-froth yung eggs nila kasi mali yung motion. And para hindi rin nakakapagod, some people, they use their arm. So pag nag-mix sila, nangangawan sila napapagod. So you want to use your wrist when you're whipping. So yung wrist ko lang yung gumagalaw, not my entire body or entire arm. Okay? So you'll notice na my mixture is starting to get frothy or foamy. So you want to mix this hanggang mag-thicken na siya. Parang it will start to look like, kumbaga parang whipped cream or mayonnaise yung consistency niya or parang makapal na cream. So now it's still liquid. So whisk lang natin siya. So again, if you have any questions regarding the method, the recipe, or the ingredients that we're using, just comment on our ask on the comment section. And also for our viewers, don't forget to like, share our live Facebook cooking demo, of course, brought to you by Monster Kitchen. So for our new viewers, again, we're making milk tea. And lahat ng ingredients na ginagamit ko today galing sa Monster Kitchen Davao. If you're from Cagayan de Oro, open din ang Monster Kitchen. They can deliver your ingredients. Kung marami sa inyo nagbe-bake, nakita ko nga sa Facebook merong meme na before, yung aisle ng toilet paper palaging ubos. Ngayon, baliktad naman, may stock ng toilet paper pero ubos na lahat ng ingredients for baking sa supermarket. But with Monster Kitchen, kompleto ang ingredients nyo. So you just call, you can message. Also later, Miss Nova will explain the procedure on how you can order online. Okay? So perfect na perfect itong steam para kung merong facial. So in the kitchens, ano lang, every time you're cooking, I know mainit sa kitchen, but when you're cooking, you want to impress your family and your friends. So konting tiis lang and do everything with love. Okay? So let's check our time. How many more minutes? So just keep on whipping. So Miss Nova, meron bang any questions from our viewers? Maybe I can entertain questions right now while we're waiting for our
Okay.
tea to steep.
Yeah, chef. Someone is asking also what is our alternative for rock salt and cheese powder? Do we have, kung hindi talaga siya available, what else will be our providing
So if hindi
alternative?
available yung rock salt and cream cheese, what you can do is you can make your own. So if you have soft cream cheese, if you have Philadelphia cream cheese, yung softened, you can whip that, add some cream to lighten it, and add some salt. So you can lighten the cream cheese with cream and add some salt hanggang pwede mo na siyang ilagay sa top ng milk tea na parang foam.
Okay.
So I
Chef,
hope that answers the question.
okay. Ito na from Miss Donna Ocampo. She's asking what is the ribbon stage? You are trying to achieve our ribbon stage, are we?
Yes. So I'm trying to achieve a ribbon stage right now. So if you look at my my tiramisu foam, it's starting to get thick. And when pa nag-drop yung streaks ng ng foam, we want to see ribbons or lines na hindi agad nagka-flatten. So you want the ribbons to stay for at least 3 seconds. So pag meron na siyang ribbons like that, ribbons na
Okay.
around 3
That's
seconds,
good.
it means it's thick enough.
Okay.
So we're whipping it to ribbon stage to make sure that the foam is thick enough. Kung hindi siya mag-ribbon, may tendency na matubig siya, so madali siyang madidissolve sa ibabaw ng milk tea natin.
Chef, what could
Yes.
you with regards to mga alternative sugars? Does it
Alternative sugar.
yes, like
So,
mga artificial sweetener, does it affect the taste?
well, of course, the taste will be affected if you use yung mga artificial sweetener. So, pwede nyo na lang siya tansyahin by taste on how much sugar you want to put. So, again, for some people, when they order milk tea, they don't put any sweetener anymore. Yung 0%. So, kasi yung syrup natin is actually sweet already. But for some people, they still want to add some sugar. So, I'm using a fructose syrup, also available from Monster Kitchen. Meron tayong fructose na gagamit natin pang sweeten ng milk tea natin. But if you don't have fructose, then you can just boil some water and white sugar to make your simple syrup. Okay, so tingnan natin itong tiramisu foam natin. This is already ribbon stage. Tingnan nyo. If you look at it, para siyang mayonnaise. It's thick already. Over here, it's thick already. So hindi na siya liquid, hindi na siya runny. Okay. So if I can describe to you the flavor, this is very rich because of the egg. It has the bitterness from the brandy, and it also has the coffee flavor from our haluwa. Okay? But to make it more interesting, maglalagay tayo ng rock salt. Ihahalo natin yung rock salt and cheese dito sa mixture natin. But before that, okay, I need to transfer my tea. So 15 minutes na siya, nag-time na siya. So we need to transfer. So I have a pitcher here. And I have a coffee filter. So gusto ko na yung filter natin is very fine para sure tayo na walang tea leaves na mahahalo sa drink natin.
Chef, from Miss Leian,
yes.
someone is asking for any substitute for the brandy.
For the brandy, if you don't want to use any liquor, if ayaw nyo na alcohol, then you can just replace the same amount with brewed or coffee or espresso.
Okay.
So tapangan nyo lang yung pag-brew ng coffee or yung shot ng espresso because we want it to be flavorful. Kapag hindi malakas yung coffee nyo, hindi nyo malalasahan yung coffee sa tiramisu foam natin.
Okay, careful.
So I'm going to filter our coffee, our tea. So I'm using a strainer.
Okay. So for those who
So,
are
uh,
careful lang siguro kasi it's hot,
yeah,
mainit.
careful lang. So
Uh,
ilapit nyo siya malapit sa sink. So if it spills, sa sink siya dediretso. Okay.
okay. Sa mga viewers, hinay-hinay, kay basin unyag makainom taog iced tea pero napaso ta. So, okay.
So for our viewers, or if you try to make this kind of brewed tea, if you taste it, matapang yung tea. It's supposed to be strong when you brew it kasi later, when we start preparing our milk tea, lalagyan natin siya ng ice and we're going to shake it. So when you add the ice and when you shake it, magme-melt yung ice. So maglalighten pa yung flavor ng milk tea natin. So, this is already 20 minutes. I'm going to turn off our tapioca. Papatayin ko na yung fire. Okay, I'm going to stir again. Then we're going to cover it with the lid for another 20 minutes. So you're going to boil it for 20 minutes. After boiling, turn off the fire, then lagay yung cover and let it sit for another 20 minutes para maganda yung pagkaluto niya. So after 20 minutes, because you want to turn off the fire para gentle na lang yung pagkaluto niya, mayroon pa siyang residual heat. So it will continue to cook very gently without overcooking the outer part of our tapioca. Okay? So now, I'm going to prepare. So I'm going to prepare our rock salt and cream cheese. So I'm going to add more rock salt powder because masyado pa rin siyang matubig. So I want it to be thicker. I want our rock salt and cream cheese to be thicker. Okay? Because if you add your rock salt and cream cheese to our tiramisu foam ng matubig, mawawala yung pagka-foam nung tiramisu natin. So sayang lang. Sayang lang yung effort na ginamit natin when we whisked. Okay? So we need to add 90 grams of our rock salt and cream cheese. Okay? Okay, then we're going to whip this again para it stick. We're going to put this on top of our milk tea later. Okay. So we're going to set this aside. So I'll just clean up a little bit. So titikman ko lang if I need to adjust anything. So actually, this is the first time that I tried this recipe. So usually, I just put the rock salt and cream cheese and naisip ko, what other flavors and techniques can I introduce to make it more interesting? And I love the flavor of coffee. So i-introduce ko yung coffee flavor sa milk tea. We're using coffee syrup later. And meron din tayong coffee na topping. Patikman natin siya. It's very rich. So it's rich because of the egg. Naging foamy siya from whipping the egg yolk. I can taste the flavor of the coffee from the coffee liquor, a little bit bitterness from the brandy. Tapos nandun yung cheesy and salty flavor from our rock salt and cream cheese. So, ang daming flavors, ang daming layers of flavors yung natitikman natin sa milk tea natin. So I can already imagine yung magiging flavor and outcome ng ating milk tea. But then
Chef,
again, if you want to make, yes,
we actually have one question from Emeline Madayag.
Mhm.
If gagamit ba daw siya ng asam tea or tea bags, would it still have the same brewing time?
For the Assam, you can Google siguro the recommended brewing time for substitute. But If you Google also, makikita nyo na merong graph for yung cooking time and temperature for Assam, for Ceylon, for green tea. Meron siyang chart. So we can also post that and share yung chart ng brewing time ng different kinds of tea later. But lahat for the yung mga tea bags at home, I'm sure meron din siyang substitute. But I recommend na when you brew your tea bags, i-double nyo yung amount ng tea bag kasi gusto natin na matapang yung tea. Because later we're going to shake it with ice. So if weak yung flavor ng brew or ng tea nyo, when you shake it with ice, hindi nyo malalasahan yung tea. So you want a little bit of the bitterness or the flavor from our tea. Okay, so I'll just clean up. So after this, we're going to strain our baba, and I have here some sugar. I have here some brown sugar. I have some water. So ito ihahalo natin later sa cooked tapioca natin. And then I'm going to add 50 ml of our brown sugar syrup. So each pump is roughly or approximately around 10 ml. So I need 50. So I'm going to add 5 pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And we're going to stir this. Hahaluin lang natin siya. So this will be, ito yung para magiging syrup ng ating tapioca pearls. So just stir to dissolve. So hello everyone sa mga new viewers namin. Again, my name is Chef Justin Sison. So I'm currently here in Davao City, and I'd like to thank Monster Kitchen Academy for producing this live cooking show. So share, love, and share the recipe. So once again, lahat ng ingredients na ginagamit natin for our today's recipe, for our Mik Teas recipe, galing sa Monster Kitchen. So if you're from Davao or CDO, you can have your ingredients delivered right at your doorstep. So later, Miss Nova can explain the procedures on how to order your ingredients. So kompleto sila ng mga baking ingredients and even baking equipments you can get from them. So actually later, Miss Nova, I'm going to message you kasi mayroon ako mga ingredients na kailangan. So buti na lang talaga na Monster Kitchen is here also in Davao.
Of course.
Okay, so now I'm going to strain. I'm going to strain the tapioca. So be very careful kasi mainit siya. So I'll be right back after I strain. So for our pearls, I'm going to rinse with cold water. Okay? Rinse it with cold water para mag-stop na yung cooking process niya so it won't get overcooked. So we're going to return our pearls. So again, for now, I'm using pink pearls. But if you want, you can use the black pearls. So yung nakuha ko lang for today, color pink. So ang difference ng pink pearls is actually a variant of the white pearl. Nilagay lang siya ng coloring. So yung white pearl is made from white sugar. And then the brown pearls is made from brown sugar. Kaya siya dark in color. So I have here my syrup. So this will also, so since mainit pa yung tapioca balls natin, it will absorb the syrup. So it will flavor our tapioca pearls. I can start preparing my milk tea. Pwede na tayo mag-shake ng milk tea natin. So I have my pearls over here. I have my tiramisu topping. And I need to get my cups. So this is also from Monster Kitchen. So you can get your cups and straws. And meron din siyang kasamang lid. But if you're just at home, I think you don't need to use your lids anymore. So for our milk tea, so magbe-prepare muna ako ng isang milk tea. So we're going to post the proportions of the milk tea para you can para consistent din yung taste ng milk tea natin. So this is around 24 ounce, or I think this is around no, we'll use the small one first. So I need around 300 grams of brewed tea. So this one is our brew tea. So again, if hindi niyo pa siya gagamitin, make sure it's closed, or you can put it inside a thermos para fresh pa rin yung milk, yung brew tea natin. Pag lumamig kasi siya and hindi siya covered, it will start to oxidize, so magiging maasim or acidic, or even yung parang nakakangilo yung texture ng tea. So we need around 300 grams. We're going to measure. So if you notice, very dark yung tea natin because this is our Assam tea, or it's black tea. If you use the oolong tea, mas lighter siya ng konti. Mas lighter siya ng konti compared to the black Assam tea. If you want something much more lighter, then you can use yung mga green tea. So I don't have a shaker at home, so I need to be innovative. So I have here a tumbler. So ito yung gagamitin ko na shaker. So we're going to add creamer. So I have here our milk tea creamer. So this is also available. Sa Monster Kitchen. If you don't have the creamer, you can substitute with coffee mate or any non-dairy creamer. So I don't recommend adding fresh milk kasi it won't give the right amount of creaminess. And if you add fresh milk, maglalighten masyado yung flavor ng tea, madidilute yung flavor ng tea natin. So it won't be as balanced. So I need around 45 grams of our creamer. Okay. And then I'm going to shake. I'm going to shake first to dissolve the creamer para hindi siya buo-buo. So pag bumili kayo ng milk tea sa malls, nakita niyo meron ng shaker, sinishake na yung milk tea para it's very cold and iced. So again, kaya natin tinapangan yung pag-brew ng Assam tea natin because the ice will melt and it will dilute our tea. So let's check. Once it's dissolved, I'm going to add 45 ml of our coffee syrup. So since I'm making tiramisu, I'm using coffee syrup. But if you have other syrups, you can use yung winter melon, yung Hokkaido, peppermint, etc. So same lang yung measurement ng syrup. So it's 45 ml. So each pump is 10 ml. So I need 4.5 pumps para maging 45. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, half. So that's around 45. So if you want na sweet, if you want to sweeten your milk tea, we can add some fructose. So I'm going to add around 25 ml of our fructose. If ayaw nyo na ng matamis, then you can omit the syrup. If you don't have fructose or corn syrup, then you can just boil some sugar and water hanggang maging syrup siya. Then tansyahin nyo na lang yung sweetness. So ako ayoko na masyadong matamis. So 25 ml lang yung ilagay natin na fructose. Next, we need our ice. So we're going to put ice. We're going to put ice inside our tumbler. Okay, so put enough ice para lumamig yung milk tea natin. So now we're going to shake. So you want to shake para lumamig yung milk tea and ma-dilute. So shake it for around 10 to 15 seconds. As much as you can para malamig na malamig yung milk tea natin. And this will also dilute the asam tea. So parang hindi siya masyado matapang or mapait. But before that, before I pour, check lang natin. I'll taste first. If I need to add more syrup. Okay, so I'll shake it a little more. I'll add more ice. I'll add more ice. Kasi kulang pa siya sa lamig. Shake it. So para kayo gumagawa ng cocktail. So after shaking, let's add some tapioca or baba. So, kuha tayo ng pearls. So if you have gulaman at home, you can add also other ingredients aside from our pearl. So I think this is enough for me. Ayoko na masyadong matapang. Let's add our tea. So I won't fill it all the way kasi lalagyan ko pa siya ng additional ice. So this will ensure na malamig yung milk tea natin. Since hindi na ganun kasarap yung masyadong mainit or room temperature na tea, we're going to add some extra ice. Okay, then let's add our tiramisu foam on top. Ooh, look at that. So this is a very decadent milk tea. So you can see it's still ribbon stage. So hindi siya sobrang wet or watery. And then to add some garnish, we're going to dust it with some cocoa powder. So I have here some cocoa powder, also from Monster Kitchen. So again, thank you so much, Monster Kitchen. Kompleto ako ng ingredients today for my milk tea. So kuha lang tayo ng cocoa powder. I have a small strainer. So ang tiramisu, diba, on top, they dust it with cocoa powder. So don't add too much cocoa kasi masyadong mapait or mapakla kapag masyadong makapal yung cocoa powder. Okay? So if you want to be creative, if you have a caramel syrup on top, you can add more garnish. Pero ako, I'm very happy na with this kasi the tiramisu foam itself is already very good and very rich. So less is more. We don't want to overdo our milk tea. Okay, so this is our tiramisu milk tea with brown sugar pearl. So tikman ko muna. Pero after nito, let's make one more. Let's try the different syrups. So I have my straw here. Okay, let's try it. Sorry, excited na ako. I can't wait. I can't wait to try this. I'm very happy kasi maganda yung pagkaluto ka ng tapioca. It's very chewy, but it's not raw. Ayoko na kasi ng tapioca na overcooked. So gusto ko yung al dente because I like chewing on the tapioca. You can also sip. It reminds me of this drink, yung may Milo na powder. I forgot what it's called. So it's very good. So it's actually very easy to make your own milk tea at home, especially now during quarantine na hindi tayo makalabas. So you have your ingredients. You can get the ingredients from Monster Kitchen Academy. Um, you can um, you can have it delivered to your home. So let's try to make let's gawa pa tayo ng isa pa. May isa pang one more. So let's try. I have here some salted caramel, brown sugar. But there are other more flavors. Meron like green apple, winter melon, Hokkaido, taro. Almost all of the syrups are available in Monster Kitchen. Okay, let's make one more. Let's make one more. So again, 300 grams of the brewed tea. So again, mukha siyang, it's very dark because it's black tea. And you want it really strong kasi once melt na yung ice, you don't want the flavor to be weak or diluted.
Okay.
Whoop.
Chef, natakam ako dun sa
Yes.
pinakita mo. That's really, really,
Super dali lang, no? Super dali
Yes,
lang. And I'm
super dali lang.
sure yung
One
mga
of
kids
our-
at home, bored sila sa bahay, so they can create their own milk tea flavors at home.
Okay. Pero one of our viewers, Chef, si Miss Anne-Marie Medes,
Mhm.
she's asking Chef if honey would be a good, how about honey for sweetener, as a sweetener? What do you
Sweetener?
say about it?
Pwede rin. But if you're substituting with honey, make sure it's the real honey. Kasi marami nabibili sa grocery na flavored honey syrup. So it's not real honey. So it's actually it defeats the purpose of trying to be healthy. So if you have a good quality organic honey or wild honey, you can use it to substitute. So tikim-tikim na lang kayo, trial and error on how much honey you will put. So actually, for my taste, diba, nilagyan ko siya ng fructose. Yung sa next recipe ko, I won't add fructose anymore because for my taste, hindi ako mahilig sa sobrang tamis. I'm a pastry chef pero ayoko ng matamis. Or sobrang tamis. Gusto ko balance flavor lang.
Balance
Kasi diba
flavor.
some desserts masarap, pero sobrang tamis. So after a few bites, busog ka na or parang naumay ka na. But if medyo bitin, yun yung secret ko when I make desserts. I make sure na medyo bitin ng konti yung sweetness. Medyo bitin para yung kumakain, uubusin nila yung dessert or yung plate. So if your drink is too sweet, you won't be able to finish it para ayoko na umay na. Pero pag sakto lang yung sweetness ng drink mo, mauubos mo siya and sulit and you feel satisfied. So again, I added my creamer here. Shake natin to dissolve. Parang exercise to Miss Nova.
Yes.
It's a good workout. Kanina nag-whisk ako ngayon. Nag-shake naman ako. Diba? So it's very, it's a very
After
good
one,
activity.
one round of your tea, milk tea.
So you can make fresh milk tea at home. Diba? So in the future, if you want to start your own milk tea business, then you can just contact Monster Kitchen on how you can source out your ingredients for your business. So we have all of the ingredients. If nagbe-bake kayo ng mga cake, you have the flour, sugar, even mga specialty baking ingredients kompleto.
Yes.
So I actually before the lockdown, I actually visited the Monster Kitchen store, and nakita ko ang laki-laki, ang daming ingredients. Tapos nakita ko din na you guys have a demo area. So hopefully soon I can also, pag patapos na yung quarantine, I can do a demo sa Monster Kitchen store natin. Yeah.
Yes.
Thankfully, Miss Nova, yung technology natin ngayon, sobrang accessible na ng mga ingredients, essentials, and yung mga necessities natin. Hindi na sobrang hirap compared to before na wala tayong technology to help us in our daily yung mga pangangailangan natin.
Exactly.
So, I know everyone is having a hard time coping up with COVID. We're all scared. We are all uncertain kung ano mangyayari. We don't know what's going to happen. But it's always important to always be positive. So this is a very positive activity, cooking at home. So I'm very happy that I got the chance to be here with Monster Kitchen in doing this live Facebook cooking demo. So again, thank you so much for inviting here.
So,
So
parang ako yung
I'll
natatakam
more
dito,
add.
Chef.
Sorry.
Ako yung natatakam dito.
So Miss
Oo.
Nova, you can make your milk tea. Diba? Ay, nakita niyo, a lot of people are thinking, naku, mahirap gumawa ng milk tea. I don't know how to, but we'll show you. As long as you follow the recipe, you follow the ingredients, then it's very easy to make your homemade milk tea at home.
Yes, and for those who are also interested in partnering business with us, Monster Kitchen is the right place to go because we will be partnering you from start to finish sa negosyo unsaon pagsugod. So visit our store so we could sit with you and attend to whatever needs on your negosyo. So we will love to see you fly, kumbaga, on that.
Hopefully very soon. I'm very optimistic and positive na we'll recover fast from this COVID issue since everyone is doing their part, staying at home and doing social distancing, wearing their masks. So for our viewers, thank you so much for helping our country in fighting this COVID. So as a reward, we're having a lot of we're sharing a lot of love and sharing a lot of recipes here at Monster Kitchen. So they can also visit our Facebook page to see the schedule ng mga upcoming cooking demos.
Okay. The one that you're having is?
This one is salted caramel. Salted caramel, and then yung nilagay ko sa ibabaw, yung plain na lang na rock salt and cream cheese. So this one is just very simple. Actually, masarap din to. Yung mga kinuha ko sa flavor, the syrups I got today, actually biased ako. I love brown sugar, I love caramel, I love coffee. I also saw na meron ding hazelnut syrup. I think I would definitely want to use that as well in my other recipes. This is a very fun experience kasi usually sanay ako na nag-cooking demo in front of audiences. But now, since we're following social distancing quarantine, we're trying to be innovative and creative on how to educate and entertain our viewers. So it's very fun. Natutuwa ko na tayo talaga mga tao very creative. We always try to find things to make our life happier and more positive.
Okay. Thank you so much, Chef Justin.
Thank you so much, Miss Nova. Thank you so much, Monster Kitchen. And thank you so much for our viewers for joining our live Facebook cooking demo.
Okay, we'll see you soon. As soon as this
See you
one's
soon.
over.
I'm very excited kung ano yung mga next. Nag-iisip na ako kung ano yung mga next. Or maybe our viewers can also comment kung ano yung mga gusto nilang mga recipes na i-prepare namin in the future.
Okay, I'm sure they will. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you so much, Miss Novag, and goodbye, everyone.
Thank you. So for those who miss ang ingredients o ano ni Chef Justin, you can have it on our screen right now. Once again, this is Nova for Monster Kitchen Negosyo TV. So, ayaw kalimot, i-post ninyo sa amo ang page ang inyong finished products sa inyong among demo nga gibuhat. So, we'd really love to hear from you. Thank you so much and we'll see you soon. Bye.